I was walking home last night when a man approached me. It was late. The moon was slowly peeking through the clouds, trying to catch a secret. And this man, he approached me. He held two fingers out in front of me. He was wearing a long black cloak, and his fingers in the moonlight almost seemed to be made of bone. He said, "You are at a crossroads." I looked around. I was clearly not at a crossroads. This guy was an idiot. I knew from the second I saw him that he was stupid and wrong. But he persisted, he continued. He said, "You are at a crossroads within your life. You have two choices that you can make. One, you can continue on with your dreary existence. You can wander this earth as shallow and empty as ever before, wasting your days on the trivial things that you decide entertain you. You can go home and watch another episode of The Office, the hit comedy show. Or you could choose option 2. And I thought at this point, well, this man, he's caught my attention. The fact that he knows that I'm someone who loves to go home and stare for hours on end at the big boob tube, watching Michael Scott and all of his funny pals get up to wacky coworker hijinks, because my life is a lot like that back at my office, which is a gas station. But it's kind of like The Office in that there's water there, just like in The Office. And I got to thinking, man, this guy knows so much about me. I couldn't possibly be this readable of a human being, wearing my big office t-shirt, wearing my office pants, my Dwight Schrute shoes, and wearing my rubber wristband that says, "What would Michael Scott do?" I was intrigued. I was interested. I was invested in what he was telling me. The words that were coming from that dark cloak were infesting my brain. And then he started once again. He said, "You could go back to this normalcy, this placid existence. You could enjoy this sterile life of yours, or option 2. I could tell you about an amazing investment opportunity." And I thought at this point, when he said this, I was immediately taken aback. Alarm bells ringing in my head. Just so many screams and shouts from the inside of my brain. The 3 remaining brain cells that I had left were all going, "Eee!" But maybe I didn't listen. Maybe I should have listened. Maybe I should have thought better. But this man once again persisted and once again continued with his spiel. This investment opportunity, he said, this is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I have here under my cloak a precious item that will change your life forever. And I thought, what could be so goddamn important? What could be something that could change my boring, humdrum day-to-day life? What could be inside this man's cloak of mystery? A gun? A smile? A 1997 limited edition Michael Jordan rookie baseball card? What, perchance, could be under this mystery, and what could change my life to be something more? He had already told me that my life was worthless, droll, empty, lacking. I had this feeling for a while that there was a hole within me, a hole inside of me, and something more than just an orifice, a hole that needed filling. And this deep, dark feeling in my gut that I was left unfulfilled made me realize that I should listen to this man and I should understand. Maybe he's trying to tell me something important. Quickly, I stopped him, I shushed him with one finger, and I said, "Hey, give me a moment." From underneath my shirt, I grabbed a package of candy cigarettes, and I took one, and I tried to light it like a real cigarette for about a minute. And this cloaked guy got a little frustrated, a little flustered, but he still was ready to give me his speech. And I thought, hey, anybody who's willing to go through my shtick of pretending to smoke a candy cigarette has got to be worth at least a little bit of my attention, maybe an iota, a little droplet, a little nugget of knowledge may go from him to me, and I may walk away with that hole filled. He started speaking once again. Under my cloak, I have a document. This document would only cost you a mere $500. I immediately said, no, thank you. I'm not one to be tricked. I'm not one to be tricked into something that I may not enjoy. I'm not one to be talked to about something that requires me to spend money into it. No frickin' time for that. I have no time for that whatsoever. This man, I guess something about his mystique, his mystery, the way he presented himself, a cloaked figure in the dead of night, the cold, chilly air slowly piercing through my Danganronpa jacket that I bought from fangamer.net. He pulled out this document and he said, "Listen here and listen well. I have so many of these Bored Ape NFTs. I keep getting them, and I don't know what to do with them. It's to the point where my house is filled with thousands of flash drives. Listen, I'm sick of them, and I want them gone. Could you please just give me $500 and then do me the honor of taking these 14 flash drives full to the brim of Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, because I have so many more at home, and if you sign this document, I will not only bring you these 14, I will bring you 14 pounds of flash drives full of Bored Ape NFTs." And I thought, man, that's stupid. Now, I'm somebody who invested in Beanie Babies during the Y2K craze. I'm somebody who bought $3,000 worth of Scentsy wax cubes to appease a mom group that I accidentally joined on Facebook. I'm somebody who has drunk and drank so many pressed juice bags from my delicious juice machine to the point where I've run out of juice bags and I don't believe that they sell them anymore. I'm somebody who bought a DVD rewinder, and even I could smell the desperation on this bony cloaked figure. I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "No," and I walked away. He almost glided over the pavement as I looked back. It seemed as though he was floating through the air. He was following me. And when the wind picked up, I could see just barely underneath the cloak. And underneath the cloak was a sight more horrifying than you could possibly imagine. What I saw that day will shake me to my very core until I finally reach that good old deathbed. Under the cloak was a Bored Ape NFT. And then I went home, opened up my recording audio software, and I decided to dictate this message to y'all, to see if you've had a similar experience like me. Have you been chased by this ghost? This present time faded ghost of pain? Do you understand what it wants? And at this point, would you even let somebody pay you to take their PNGs off of their hands? I don't know if I would. But as I smoke yet another candy cigarette, I ponder and I wonder, what